Hey guys, just waiting for people to come into the room. Hi, welcome. As you're coming in, you can swipe and share it with your friends. The more the merrier. Thank you for the hearts. If you don't know how to give hearts, just double tap the screen. Hey Ivan. Hey. I told you guys earlier in my other scope that I was going to come in here and do this, and I was like, let me come on and do it now before I get caught up in something else, because I'm still sitting in the same spot that you saw me earlier, working. I just finished my week 3 of my Establish Her Academy. Nice hair, thank you. And I'm actually getting ready to open it back up. Hey girl. I'm opening it back up literally tomorrow. Like, I'm sending out the email tonight, but it'll be open for enrollment tomorrow. So if you guys want more information about that, make sure that you subscribe to my website that is in my bio, so that way you guys can be on the list and you can get the email. So anywho, I was on Facebook, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pastor Marcus Gill, but he's like a single person enthusiast, okay? And he gives a lot of great like single advice, and he's wrote some books and all that jazz. And he did a live Facebook video, and I watched it this morning. It was 5 things that you can do after Valentine's Day. So I was like, well, everybody might not have seen this, and this was good, so let me share it with my Periscope friends too. So thanks, Ivan. So one thing that he said, the number one thing he said was, don't go a day without praying. So after Valentine's Day, look at your prayer life. What does your prayer life look like? Make sure that your prayer life is in order. If you're wishing for a mate, make sure that you're praying for one to come. You're supposed to be there, especially as the wife. You're your husband's intercessor, even now. So make sure your prayer life is on point. Make sure you're praying for your family. Make sure you're praying for your friends. Make sure you make that a daily habit. Make sure you're praying. Number 2, he said, find a good book to read. And he specifically said, find books that would prepare you for relationships or prepare you for wherever you're going. So find a good book to read. There's a couple books that I love. Michelle McKinney. I can't remember it. I'll look it up. But I love her books. Let me see. She wrote a book called The Secrets to a Man's Heart, and it sounds, kind of fleshy, but it's completely Hammond. Yes, thank you. But it's completely biblically based. She's actually coming from the standpoint of where men actually, their point of view. So it's called A Secret to Man, Michelle McKinney Hammond. And actually she has 2 of her books for 99 cents on Amazon.com. It has to be an ebook or Kindle, but she has 2 of them on sale for 99 cents. So I would definitely take advantage of getting her books. Or read a book that has something to do with your development. It could be a book on dealing with your emotions. It could be a book on dealing with, the loss of a loved one. What's her name again? Michelle McKinney Hammond. Why I can't remember that? I don't know. Yes, Michelle McKinney Hammond. And she has another book, Secrets of an Irresistible Woman. But everything that she teaches is biblically based. Another good book is Beautifully Broken by Real Talk Kim. I read that. It's so good. She talks about her divorce and how she overcame, different struggles in her life, and how when she got beautifully broken before God, that's when God really did the internal work on her and did the surgery and made her who she is now. You follow her? Yeah, I follow her, so I love Kim. So he said, find a good book to read. So number 1, don't go a day without praying. 2, find a good book to read. Another thing, number 3, be intentional about calling people and telling them that you love them. So it can be your friends, it can be your family, it can be old co-workers, whatever it is. But start being intentional about calling people and letting them know that they're loved. It was so simple, and I was like, that is something that you should focus on. We just celebrated this whole day of love, and you may have been happy, may have been depressed, wherever you were. But moving forward, why don't you focus on sharing love with someone in the days going forward consistently? So that was another one that he said. That was number 4. No, that was number 3. Number 4, take yourself out on a date. I take myself out on dates all the time. I'm always going out to eat by myself. And not typically like a date, but it's just because sometimes I don't feel like being bothered with people. Sometimes I want to work and eat, and sometimes I just want to treat myself. I cooked tonight. It was really good too. And that's a whole another topic, but I made salmon, broccoli, and sweet potatoes, but it was like a curry garlic salmon with a little bit of soy. It was so good. But anywho, take yourself out on a date and enjoy yourself. Take yourself for a spa day. Oh, you saw it on the Snapchat. Take yourself out on a date. Just left a date with myself. Yeah, seriously. It was good. It was so good. So good. Maybe I put it on Facebook, but I definitely put it on Snapchat. I'm based. Seriously. Like, I'll take myself. I'm like, you know what? Today I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm going to go to the foot spa. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to take myself to get something to eat. I'm going to get my hair done. And, you know, I'm going to just love on me today. So start loving on yourself before, you know, you get caught up in somebody else loving you. And then number 5, he said, get involved in a church. And I think that was a really good one, because if you get involved in a church and you start serving in a church and you start doing things and you're like, you know, a part of you're in charge of a certain area of the church, or you're maybe committed to actually going to like small groups, or committed to doing something in your church. I know at my last church, I was over the youth ministry, the young girls, and that's actually where my nonprofit was birthed out of. It was called Girls with God. Now it's Girls with Goals, because it's actually my nonprofit, but I was over them, and that was something that I did. I also was very close with my first lady. I sat with her. I made sure she was good. You know, that was a big part of what I did. So get into a church and make sure that you're serving and that you're involved with with other things other than, you know, worrying about love. So those were the 5 things. It was, don't go a day without praying. Find a good book. I will say some good books to read. Call someone and tell them that you love them intentionally. Take yourself out on a date. And get involved in a church. So those were his 5 things that he said that you should do after Valentine's Day. I'm sitting here looking at my list of books on my Kindle and that I need to finish reading myself. Another good one is God Saying He's the One by Susan Rohrer. That's a good one. I read a book called Branding Yourself by Bob Baker. So if you're into business, that was a really good book on branding. I have a book called Confessions of a First Lady that I haven't read yet. I read a book called, well, no, I need to finish that. The Kingdom Agenda by Tony Evans. Ivan, I think you actually inspired me to read that book. I'm not done with it yet, but it is good. Like, it is good. I need to finish it. And Preparing to Be a Helpmeet by Debbie Pearl. I've told you guys about that one. That's a good one. And I need to finish reading Manology by Tyrese and Rev Run. I don't know why it's taking me so long to finish reading. Yes, it's so good. I need to just go. I need to just finish it because it's good. From what I've read so far, I was like, oh my God. So yeah, those are the 5 things, guys. Do you guys have any questions? The Academy, again, will be opening up tomorrow. Kingdom Agenda. Yes, by Tony Evans. It's so good. Like, it focuses, it'll really get your mind back in the perspective of what God wants you, what his agenda is. It convicted me like in the first chapter, and I was like, ugh. But it was a good conviction. It was a healthy conviction. Also, for the ladies that are on here, the 5 weeks we'll be covering, the first week is called Who Am I? And we'll be dealing with identity and purpose. The next week is going to say, what does it mean to be a desirable woman of standard? In the week 3, which is the one that I just finished teaching today, was so many women, so many lessons. We're going to talk about some women in the Bible. The week 4, is this relationship from God? Discerning between good friends and potential mates. And week 5 is going to be preparation for queendom. It's called Crowns Up. So we have 2 more weeks in this session. I'm going to let everybody start enrolling for the next one starting tomorrow. And we are going to just keep rocking and rolling because we're having a good time in there. Like, we're having a great time. I wish I could Periscope about what we're doing in there, but, you know, I can't. Private access. So, yeah. You guys have any questions? Yes, some healing for me tonight. Oh, Brittany's she's a part of my academy. And it's no coincidence, the girls that he actually has in this academy, it's like, it's a total God thing. It's crazy, but, you know, such is life. Alrighty, well, if you guys don't have any questions, I am going to hop off. I have plenty of work to do, like plenty. Right, Tiana is my sis now. Seriously, like, you guys are sisters for real. Like, I believe that you guys, like, were cut from the same cloth for real. Like, the way your stories are the same, I'm like, no coincidence that both of you would be in the academy. Thanks, Tiff. Tiffany, I'm tired, girl. Can y'all see the tiredness in my face? Like, I literally, y'all, I got up to cook my food and came back here, started the academy. And you need a one-on-one, Deanna? Deanna, go to my website. You look great. Thank you. Go to my website and click the link that says schedule here, and it'll take you to my schedule, and you can schedule on there. We've spoken one time before, so you can just pick whichever session you want. There's a 30-minute and then there's an hour too. Or if you want to actually kind of discuss it more, just click the 15-minute and we'll talk about which one will be best for you. And we can talk and get things rolling. Yeah, I missed you in the academy. I thought you were going to sign up, but we can do a one-on-one. Just let me know. I was. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, did it just kick me out? What happened? Oh. Sorry, guys. That was actually me. I thought it kicked me out, but I turned the screen the other way by accident. All right, guys. So I'm going to go now. Thanks for hanging with me. My next Periscope is going to be on, what did I say the name was? How to replace your list with God's list. It keeps freezing on my end. Really? Well, that sucks. But I have to get off the phone now. I have somebody that is a potential distributor getting ready to call me. So yeah, it'll be on how to replace your list with God's list, and not just with your potential mate, but just with your life in general. And a lot of people think that they have it all figured out, but you're completely outside of God's will. So we'll talk about that on the next scope. So thank you guys for joining. Bye.